Joan, then cool, I get it now talking about it again. But just still, even leading up to that moment, it was just like, it'd be so many rappers, and I'd be like, dog, sometimes I'd be like, are these people just so old and out of touch that you kind of don't know what else to talk about? So like Kendrick Lamar is kind of for like,
I think it's the same with sports. Just like how everybody talk about the Lakers, but you don't talk about Detroit or any of the other little teams. Just it's marketing.
Yeah, that's I'm not a fan of that.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. I think that's the whole thing. Like even with football, how many other teams it was that was actually doing good, people wasn't talking about it. You were still talking about Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City.
I think the only difference between football is I think locally you can kind of always cut your radio on, and
because you have a local
radios, and they'll always give you a deep dive on, especially on football.
But that I think that's the thing that's kind of different. Like, all right, you cool? Are you saying local wise, even for here?
They got two stations here to talk about the Redskins,
right? But that's sports wise. But when you say music or anything else, I feel like you're not really going to talk about the locals like that.
I don't necessarily say, I'm not necessarily saying the locals, but I do think realistically, I think you can still talk about the people up. I don't think to me, every time, like I kind of get irritated and almost I be catching myself from not hitting the unfollow button because it's like, why y'all still talking about Kendrick and Drake?
Because I feel like that is the catch. There's nothing else to talk about.
But then that kind of make me be I can't say it's nothing else to talk about because just when we were just starting and like it's something new come out every Friday.
Yes,
you gotta pick and choose what to talk.
But when you come out, you talk about it. Just like I said, just us just having a conversation. It's just like, all right, you listen more to it, and it's like, all right, yes, you listen to more of the younger, but I'm like, all right, I'm still stuck in my ways, but I'm listening to the people that I know. I'm not, it's hard for me to sit here and listen to somebody new. With all right, I'm not that young no more. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like that's why when it comes to music, I feel like a lot of them now are much older. They're not about to sit here and be like, all right, well, let's talk about blah, blah, blah.
But that's why I think sometimes, but again, I think that to me will be, it's like, then that's kind of like you gatekeeping a space. Like but how to move out the way then and tag somebody else in younger.
But then when you say tag somebody in younger, but when you got somebody like Cass and that and all them, but really are you really tuned into that? Because that's a younger.
But I don't think that's. I mean, I don't think their platforms is kind of built on having music debates. Like I think you can't. You're intertwining just because he's young, but that's not his space. Like his space ain't. I'm not trying to debate hip hop. I don't have a crazy.
So who will be the young